Welcome everybody into this new tutorial. So if you want to sell your stuff here into Fiverr, but you don't have like enough skills to become a top seller on Fiverr, we're actually going to help you to become a successful seller, guys, with no skills. So here into Fiverr, you don't have to be a successful, super skilled person, because in here there are three factors that are really important, guys, in order to sell your stuff here into Fiverr. And the main one of those is actually the item or the project that you are selling. So in here, if I go into buying section of Fiverr, you're gonna see success is in the back with our holiday hub. I'm gonna scroll and look for a service that you want to look for. So let's say, for example, that you are not skilled with almost anything at all, and what you can do is to try to figure out what kind of things you can do with no skills. For example, easy task, right? So what I do a lot is to work with Canva, because Canva is actually a great designer. It's totally easy to use, and yes, it is for free, but I do strongly suggest you guys to stick around with the Canva Pro version, because for once it's really cheap for all the service that it provides, Canva. And the other fact of Canva is that it has a lot, really a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead into the home section. Now it says you might want to try, and here's the For You section, right? So I can create a YouTube banner, I can create a YouTube thumbnail, I can create a video, I can create an Instagram post, I can create a logo, a t-shirt, a flyer. I can create so many things. So first of all, try to figure out what kind of things are people willing to buy that actually they can do but they don't want to, because maybe they are too busy to do it, or they just don't want to do it and they just need someone to actually do it for them, right? So for example, here, if I want to create a poster, here is a poster of a portrait. If I want to create something related into, let's say, a hot book cover, I'm gonna look for hot book cover, and here's gonna be appearing all the templates on Canva. So as you can see here, notebook cover, compound exercise. So these are templates. If you choose any of these templates, you can use them, create those, and use them as your own project, right? I'm not saying to copy paste. I'm just saying that maybe you can get inspired and use this kind of template in order to sell your stuff. So once you have here, like, here's a niche. And speaking about the niche design, you have the category of a hot book cover. So if I look for this category into Fiverr, let's see what kind of projects are here into Fiverr to sell. So I will create a hot cover for Amazon. I will design print ready Kindle book cover, KDP cover, hard cover. I will design Amazon stuff. I will design a book cover design. And if I scroll down, I'm going to see that there are a lot persons that do this kind of service, this kind of gig. So I'm gonna scroll all my way up and see how many services are available. So into the hotbook cover, I have 1,000, almost 2,000 services. Now I'm gonna look for YouTube thumbnail, and here into the YouTube thumbnail is how we have 45,000 services. So there's no way that we can earn in here. We can try, but there are so many people trying to make this services. So you might want to try something that it's a little bit hard to find into Fiverr, a little bit more specific. So for example, here, YouTube thumbnails, it's really popular. So I'm not saying that you are not gonna make it here into the YouTube thumbnail. I'm just saying that if you want to earn money fast, you want to try with something that it's not so easy to find into Fiverr, right? So I'm gonna go back into Canva. I'm gonna go into the home section once again, and into the For You section. Let's say that I want now to look for something different. For example, t-shirt designs, right? So I'm gonna scroll up once again, and I'm gonna use my keywords t-shirt design, and here it's going to be appearing 21,000 services, which is actually not so much. So what I'm going to do right now is to fast forward this and try to find something where we can focus on and there's not so much competition. Alright, so for example, here I find something called the Linktree profile image. So Linktree is actually a website, a application where we can create. This is just like a landing page, right? Linktree application. I just check it out, and it's not that hard to create a landing page, right? So I can sign totally for free, and I can claim and start making too much designs into Linktree. Now I look for this here into Fiverr, and it seems that it only have the 200 services available. So with that kept in mind, what you guys want to do is that if you find a niche that it's not so popular here into Fiverr, what I want to do now is to look for the top sellers into Fiverr. For example, here I have two level 2 seller, level 1 seller, level 2 sellers. This one has 128 reviews, so I'm pretty sure that this is like the most famous gig. So it says, I will create a compelling Linktree landing page for your business. So I'm going to click into this gig, and let's see what is working here for this guy. So it says link up to 5 links, background image, own profile image, right? So I think it's not looking so bad. If you think that you can do better, you most certainly do something like this, because if you think that you can do better by yourself, if you think that this is too much and there's no way that you can compete with that guy, well, try to look for something else. But in this case, we do have like 2 or 3 sellers that are really good, and we can start here working into Fiverr, right? For this tutorial, I'm going to stick around with this niche, but this is the very important part of the video. Try to find a niche and in a specific genre inside that niche where you can start working here. It's not that hard to create a landing page. As you can see, we've already saw that there's not so much competition here into Fiverr. So I think this is really, really good to start. And there we go. Now here I have my PNG file. So lastly, I want to go back into my gig, and I want to import my image and put it down in here. So as you can see, it's looking great. I'm gonna edit this if I want to, but in my case, I'm gonna stick around with the landing page section, and I want to go into I declared that these materials were created by myself, and go into saved and continue. And basically, I didn't have to even design the font text in here. I just went into the search bar of the task, and look for something that can be interesting for me. So I find this one interesting. I imported it into my image, and lastly, I just head into share. And once again, I clicked into edit my gig. I went into the gallery. I just drag and drop. And just as simple as that, your landing page, it's in here. So let's say, for example, that this one looks a little bit more interesting than this one. So I'm just going to drag this and choose it as a primary. And once again, I'm going to save and preview. And here it is, my updated Fiverr gig. So as you can see, it's looking a little bit more interesting, right? Choose your style. This is what we are looking for. This is what we want to create here into our brand, into our stuff here into Fiverr. So once again, guys, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description so you can sign up totally for free into Fiverr. And of course, I'm going to leave you this link of Canva Pro so you can use a huge discount and you can try the Canva Pro for free. So if you want to check it out, how it's looking, Canva Pro and all the features it has, here's down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more about this kind of stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time.